Well, it was a heckling, cheering and jeering start to the campaign in Brisbane yesterday for both leaders.
Hi guys, well done, welcome and welcome. Come inside, come on, come inside. Yay! Game fit, stop Maroomba down!
Albanese, you don't think 1.8 million immigrants in 5 years is going to increase demand on the medical system? What about the fact that people my age can't get any housing, we can't get rentals anymore? We have no future in this country anymore. Don't you think that's kind of ridiculous?
Mr Dutton, why are you lying to the Australian people about the cost of nuclear and gas? It's going to cook the country. It's going to cook our country. Why are you lying to the Australian people about the cost of nuclear? No more gas, Mr Dutton, it's lying.
Mr Dutton, only gas will drive us energy prices.
When we're always complaining these campaigns are staged events, but security is going to be increased after these incidents. Both leaders are feeling good because they know they are a chance to win, although a hung parliament seems most likely. This is an election where the campaign really does matter, every day of it. And I don't mean the last couple of weeks either, because pre-poll happens a couple of weeks in advance of election date. And we know more people are voting early. So the government is selling all its spending promises on health and its $5 to $10 tax cut announced in the budget. The opposition has done months of work, they tell me, on their gas reservation policy, and they believe this will work in a way they claim the government's gas price cap policy did not. They're threatening a levy on gas companies if they don't provide extra gas locally. The government claims to have halved the price of gas and sees this policy as spin. We'll get into all of this with my guests in a moment. Anthony Albanese showed yesterday he is keen to make this election not just about the two leaders, but the frontbench teams as well.
This campaign isn't just about me versus Peter Dutton. I'm humble enough to know that it's also about our team. This bloke, the Health Minister, I can't remember who their health shadow is, Anne Ruston, you know, their team, you look at them, they are not ready for government. They are just not ready.
Peter Dutton was talking about forming government and pulling out that old John Howard line, who do you trust?
Who do you trust to keep the economy strong and protect family living standards? Who do you trust to keep interest rates low?
It's about who do you trust to manage the economy and to keep Australia safe in an uncertain time? Who do you trust to help young Australians get into homes more quickly? Who do you trust to deal with the problem that Labor's created, not just in relation to inflation, but in relation to energy?
Both sides are telling me their policies announced last week are going really well in the focus groups. The tax cuts on one side and the petrol excise promise on the other. Labor believes it has made incremental improvements in its numbers since January, after declining downwards slowly prior to that. So the messages of the leaders this week on the campaign trail will be health, 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 and a small tax cut for Labor versus cheaper energy, cheaper energy, cheaper energy, and a one-year fuel excise cut for the coalition. Expect to hear that all this week. And this morning, Labor is promising to set up a task force to create laws banning the supermarkets price gouging if re-elected.